Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So, I really enjoyed doing the triple kiss pour that I did the other night, my last video. So I decided to do another one, but I like blues and purple. So the room that I want the painting in is mostly blues and purples. So I kind of want those colours in this room. So I want to do another one. And I've altered it slightly. I have not got any of the deco art in there to bring up pearls or cells or anything. I'm just using plain marte paint. So the colours I have are turquoise, cerulean blue, and phthalo blue. Then I have light purple, and I call this one midnight purple, which is the darker purple with a little bit of black added. Probably about 16 grams paint, 16 grams purple to 4 grams black, just to give it this really dark, rich colour. And then I've just used marte silver. So I just thought if I use only the marte paints, then I'm not going to get any pearls or cells, and just see how it works out. So apart from that, the paints are very similarly mixed. All of these cups have 20 grams paint, 40 grams Australian floetrol, and 6 grams water. Then I have my base, which I did reduce a little bit because I've got 1 extra cup of colour. So the black base is 60 grams paint, 120 grams floetrol, and 18 grams water. And they're all of these are Montmartres. So what I'm going to do first of all is, I'm going to put these up that end of the canvas. And I'm going to go about, I'm going to start mixing my cups up. So I am probably going to go the two light colours, then the silver, then the darker colour. Same with this one. I'm going to go the lighter purple, the darker purple, and then the silver, and then the darkest purple, just to kind of mix up those colours a little bit. So we'll see if we can do 2 layers again. So we're just going to put a bit in at the base. No, that drop doesn't want to come off. It will drop off on the canvas, I know it will. Then we're going to pour this one in, not heavy. Just want to get the colour there, but we don't want it to be too much of a layer, but we don't want it to be too much of a dirty pour either. I want that drop off. There we go. Then we're going to add the silver. The silver will probably sink a little bit because, oh no, it's sitting on top. Great. So just remember usually your metallics are a bit heavier, so they do have a tendency to sink a little bit. Yeah, I knew it was going to drip. Then our darkest colour. Then we'll go with our light one. So as we all know, I love purple. I love blues, especially turquoise. So I thought these would be a pretty good colour combo. And then we just go our next colour again. This part of the video you can always skip if you're not interested in seeing how the colours are layered. But just remember, the way you do layer your colours can actually affect your how your artwork turns out. So with this, the two lighter colours are both opaques, and the darker colour and the silver are both semi-transparents. Whoops, I didn't add the silver in. That's okay, because I got the silver in there in one spot. Right in the middle. It's probably good because I actually do need enough of the silver to do the other side, because I'm putting silver in both sides, the blue side and the purple side. Okay. Just gonna stack them to get them out of the way. So that's this lot done. Now we will go the purple side. So we'll start off with the light purple. And then this is the darker purple, but it's not the darkest because I've got the one there which I've added the black to. So there's always a lot more blue colours. You tend to get mont make quite a few different blues, but I have only got two purples, so had to kind of make my own one up. So I'm not sure if you can hear the wind outside, but it's very stormy tonight. We're getting winds of about 125 kilometers an hour at the moment, so I can hear things banging on the gutters and all that. So I was unsure. I was thinking while mixing up the paints whether I should have had a layer of white. But I decided not to. But this is one that we'll see how it turns out, and if it looks like it needed a white, then I can always add that in next time. So I can't show you the one I did last time yet because it hasn't fully dried, and I'm trying not to move it too much until it is actually dry. Okay, that's those ones done. So there's my 6 cups for my kisses. Just putting them aside. I can run out of space in my little work area I've got. Now, I'm going to pause the camera while I do this. I'm just going to do the base coat. So if you want to see how the base coat was done, just watch the last video, which is video number 296. So if you want to watch how it's done completely from start to finish, watch 296. So I'm just skipping those little bits just so everyone doesn't get too bored. But yeah, so I'm going to pause it while I do the base coat, and I will come back and start doing the kiss pause after that. Okay, pausing. Okay, we are back. So what I have done is I have coated the black canvas, or coated the surface in black. Just taking my watch off. There's quite a bit of paint now. I probably could have used less black again, especially because I do have one extra colour of paint, so the silver was an extra colour compared to last time. So I'm still learning this one, so tweaking it as I go. So first of all, we will be doing, I'm actually just thinking whether I should do the middle first and then do the two sides after. I think I will. So when we do a kiss pour, we watch the cups, not the canvas. Is it recording? Yes, it is. We watch the cups, not the canvas, because you want to make sure they're kissing virtually the whole time. So hold it over where you would like it to pour, and you get the colours, and you start kissing the paint and then letting it just run down onto the canvas. It doesn't matter if you get one cup seems to go a little bit quicker than the other, as long as they're kissing the whole time. That's really what you want to achieve. So I'm just slightly rotating, not much. Still kissing, paint still coming out. It's getting close. All right. The best way I find is to kind of close the cups up on themselves. I've got a little bit of a squiggle. Doesn't really matter too much. I try not to get the squiggles, but it happens. So now we're going to do this one over here. Definitely more paint. So just hold these cups comfortably. Oh, there we go. Oops, I stopped kissing for a second there. And again. Oh. So as you can see, I'm just rotating my hands a little bit. Now we're going to close them up. Okay. Doesn't matter that some's going off the edge already. I've got plenty of paint. Okay, last one. Sometimes this kiss part actually gets a little bit hard to keep it all steady and going, but we get there. And then the last one. Come on, paint kiss again. Alright, that's enough. You don't always get all the paint out your cups, that's fine. Sorry, it's getting a little bit rough on my back, holding it in that position and watching the whole time. So, because I made up my paints not that long ago, I am going to torch to get rid of all the bubbles, because I know that there is a ton. Alrighty, there we go. Now we're going to tilt. So I'm going to pick up the canvas. I'm going to just spread it out a little bit. Oh, this feels so much heavier than the last one. I think I have way too much paint. So I'm going to go one way a little bit. Try and get to that corner. Oh, I'm losing a bit. There we go. Alright, come back. Now I'm going to get rid of this other bottom corner. A lot of extra purple down there, so I don't mind if a lot of that goes. Okay, that's over. Excellent. Now bring the paint back. Now we're going to go up to this corner. So it's going to go a little bit askew, but it will fix back up again when we go to the last corner. So I want it a bit over. There we go. And now bringing it back down. I don't want to take too much off this last corner. There we go. Now bringing it back. Now we just have to work out, do we want to have it a little bit of an angle? So I'm bringing it back. I'll try and tilt it off a little bit that way. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Kind of gives me that slightly angled look about it. Stretching the paint back down. I don't think I really want to change this too much. The thing is, the more I move it, I am going to change the effects of it, and I actually like the composition at the moment. Have I got that in the right spot for you guys to see properly? Yeah, I did have a lot of paint, and I think sometimes that makes it a bit harder to tilt. But I like it because this side and this side are kind of on that angle, and same with that middle strip, kind of goes up and down. It's not as, it has come out different to the last one, which is always good. Always love to get something slightly different. But I'm going to take my gloves off. And I don't know if you guys can see at that edge there, but see how I'm getting like black cells where it's stretching on the corner? It's doing that all the way around the whole canvas. I'm kind of getting black cells that are coming up. It's kind of cool. I got a few on the last one, but this one seems to be doing it a little bit more. And I got paint all over the place. Trying to just get paint off all my tools. I use this lighter to light the blowtorch because it's ignition switch is kind of it's lost its spark. Instead of replacing it, I just use the lighter because works perfectly fine otherwise, until you pour paint into it. Oh, now I just got paint all over my handle. Alrighty. Okay, that's clean. And my measurement paper. I love the colours. Definitely love these colours together. So I am going to give it another torch. I want to get rid of any last bubbles that are still sitting in there. So you don't have to do this a lot the second time, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I just know I had bubbles in there and I want to get rid of them. Okay, they look like they're gone. Awesome. I love this. I'm really happy with this. It definitely has come out different to the other one. I think the paints actually, these 6 colours I used, they were all a little bit more thicker than the other colours. So adding more water would have changed the effects too, but I'm happy with how it is. I like the composition. I feel like I've got a nice quarter chunk over here, which goes big that side to smaller that side, and this is the opposite, big this side to smaller that side. And then I've got my nice middle puddle, which is kind of just giving me a nice streak. And my 2 black dividers are relatively even. They don't have to be perfect, but the last one I got, one disappeared and the other one stayed. So I'm thrilled that this has given me that kind of division. Now, before I do anything else, I want to scrape this. I don't want any more paint to be pulled off the edges. So we are going to just scrape all sides of this. There we go on that one. Get this side done. And just double check that your sides your corners have got paint on them. I know mine do because I put the black base coat over first, but it doesn't hurt to just have a look. And with the paint that's left in these cups, if you want to, you could do like little coasters or use it on something. I am not going to today. I've got, oh, where am I going? I'm getting paint everywhere on me. I don't care if I get paint on my hands as long as I don't get it on the canvas. So I'm going to pick that up so I can get all the way to the edge, scrape all the way along. Don't bring your tools over the canvas, always bring them around the edges. Let me just look underneath and see if I can see any more drips. Yes, I can. I'll move these down here now. Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. I just have a few drips on this side. This side is where one of my light is, so it's actually not so easy for me to get to scraping it as easy. Awesome. I absolutely love these little black cells that I'm getting all around the edges. And it's good because it's even. It's on all four sides. To be quite honest, even the paint that poured off, that I tilted off, is looking really cool. It's very black, with the colours kind of woven into them. So that looks great. But that's it. No more pouring, no more adjusting. I don't think this is going to change much more now from what it already is. If more paint was dripping over the edge, it would probably change a little bit, but I don't think it's going to change a lot. I've got nice rings, or kind of definition within the kisses, even here. So you can see a purple side and a blue side, but there's bits of blue over here and there's bits of purple on the blue side. And same with this, I've got purple bits that are running through with the blue. I've got some blue there. So super happy. And it does kind of look a little bit more purpley on this side, mixture, and then bluey on that side. So this is the absolute fun part about doing pours. You don't always know what you're going to get. You can try to achieve to some degree what you want, but the paint will also do its own thing. So now I'm going to bring you down for a close-up. There we go, and these ring lights are in the way again. Let's turn them off. There's one off. Can I reach the other one? Yes, there we go. Look how cool that is. Now, that is perfect colours for my room. So that will match my other, well, I don't want it to match completely, but I want the same kind of colour tones. I like silvers. I don't mind metallics, but when it comes to colours, I like the blues and the purples in here more so than pinks and reds and yellows. They just don't match my style for my bedroom, but it will, the other ones will match other rooms of the house. So awesome. Let's go down for some close-ups. See the rings and different effects, and see those cells at the on the edges, the black cells. Aren't they really cool? And look at all these kind of all different colors running through, and that silver will show up more when it dries. More focus. Yep, more cells just around the edges. Gives it a really cool kind of effect. There's that middle ribbon or ring. And then over to this last one. Look how cool these are. Just all different coloured little ripples and effects that come through. And I love these cells, these black cells that have made their way through it. So, awesome. I'm super happy. Pardon me. I hope you guys like it. So let me know what you think. So comment, like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Just hit the bell and click all. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have. And I can't wait for this to dry so I can actually put it up on my wall and look at it all the time. Have fun, and I will see you soon for another pour. Have a good night. Bye.